Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with the summer transfer and moved to Arsenal. We're in the beautiful city of Volgograd, formerly known as Stalingrad and Leningrad. We are here because we're going to be taking in England's game in the World Cup, and we're over here for the World Cup in general. And great city, by the way. The weather is beautiful here. It's blazing hot. I heard it in the winter. It's pure snow here. But right now, it is so hot, and we were watching the game yesterday, well, caught the tail end of the game, the Russian game, down on the seafront, which they've got here. They've got like a fan park, and it was brilliant. The Russian fans really happy, of course. Russia getting off to a great start, winning by 5-0, beating Saudi Arabia. And all eyes for every Arsenal fan, particularly myself, was on Alexander Golovin, who's been linked with a move to Arsenal, and he didn't disappoint. He curled in a great free kick in the game. He looked really good, and is what I said. If you don't get these, if you are interested in these sort of signings, and you don't get them done early, price goes up, right? And I'm sure his price would have gone up after that brilliant free kick that he put in yesterday. And as you can imagine, all the Russian fans right now are really happy and really buzzing. But Golovin looking good yesterday, and if it is a player that Arsenal are looking at, well, he's really is a player. We saw him do it against us in the Europa League, and he's quality. Now, we've been linked today with a couple of players, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, where have they come from? First one, David Luiz of Chelsea. We've been linked with a move for David Luiz. Now, a lot of the reports going out are saying that Chelsea turned down an £18 million bid for David Luiz, which is a real shocker for me. Another player over 30. All right, a very experienced defender. A winner. You know, he's won the Premier League. I don't know, though. Is that what Arsenal need right now? Is he that solid defender? He's a good defender, although sometimes not your sort of typical defender in that, you know, he's a guy that he'll just pick the ball up and go run. You'll see him in the opposition box. He's not your, what you call that disciplined centre-back. But Arsenal apparently had an £18 million bid, according to reports, for him turned down. I find it a bit hard to believe, but that is what's being said today. I just can't see it. It does still look to me like Socrates obviously going to be coming in, and maybe a Kaglar Sionku, but David Luiz, that's a real strange one for me. Another player that we've been linked heavily with today is Mario Gotze. Now, Mario Gotze, German international, or should I say previously a German international. Everybody can remember he scored the winning goal for Germany in the 2014 World Cup, and he was like on top of the world. He was like the golden boy of German football. Since then, though, he's kind of fallen a bit. He got that move from Borussia Dortmund to Bayern Munich. That didn't really work out well for him at all. As a matter of fact, it was a bit disastrous for him. Ended up moving back to Borussia Dortmund. Since he's gone back to Dortmund again, he's not really hit the heights. Didn't make the German squad for this year's World Cup, and it's just not really happened for Mario Gotze over the past few years. Now, lots of rumours going around that he's available. He would like to move to the Premier League. He's been linked with Arsenal, linked with Newcastle, a couple of teams like that as well. Available for around about £18 million. Now, is that worth it? Is it worth going out, getting a Mario Gotze in for £80 million? Not a lot of money, but I don't know. He's just not the player that he used to be. And if he was, he wouldn't be going for £80 million. I mean, this guy was one of the top players in the world, you know, in 2014, and I just don't see how that move sort of correlates. But maybe it's the Dortmund connection, maybe it's the Sven Mislintat thing where we're getting linked to him. But again, I can't see that being a thing. And if he did come in, again, Jack Wilshere, what would happen to Jack Wilshere? Again, as I said about those Instagram posts that he put up talking about closing the book and stuff like that, surely if a Mario Gotze came in, that would be the end of Jack Wilshere. I just don't think, though, that Gotze will come in, so we'll have to wait and see with that one. David Ospina was chatting to a couple of Colombian fans yesterday on the plane. They love Ospina. They absolutely love him. When they found out we were Arsenal fans, they were like, yes, Ospina. Of course, he's going to be in goal for Colombia. but will he be in goal for Arsenal come next season? It's starting to look very doubtful. A lot of the rumours going around are saying that he's going to be on his way out of the club, and it looks like he could be heading to Turkey. Fenerbahce, the team that are very, very interested in signing David Ospina, and he could be on his way out. It seems pretty obvious that Arsenal are going to be moving in for a goalkeeper this summer, and that goalkeeper, of course, looks like it's going to be Bernd Leno. Leno, as we know, Bayer Leverkusen, 26 years of age, has been heavily linked with a move to Arsenal, and that one looks like that will go through at some stage. And if it does, you can't have 3 top quality goalkeepers. So for me, as a cleaning truck, they're very hot on cleanliness here, right? They're cleaning every minute here, the streets. We better move out of the way or we're going to get run over by this cleaning truck. You can see there. Live from Russia, right? Well, he's coming back round to get us. Right? But Leno does look like he's going to be on his way to Arsenal at some stage. And we're not going to have 3 goalkeepers in Cech, Ospina and Leno. One of those would have to go. And I think it's looking like it will be Ospina that would be on his way out of the club. Now, what I'm going to be doing a lot today and a lot over this World Cup is watching certain players with an eye to seeing what they're going to be like if they was to come to Arsenal. Lucas Torreira, the guy that we're signing from Uruguay, well, he is going to be on display today. Uruguay play their game against Egypt, and we're going to get a chance to take a look at this guy that is being said he's going to be making a £26 million move from Sampdoria to Arsenal. Well, we'll get to see Torreira today in the flesh. We'll be able to get to see what all the hype is about. Is he good enough to play for Arsenal? We will find out today when we get to see them playing against Egypt. Egypt, of course, our boy Mohamed El Neni will be playing for Egypt in that game. So again, we'll be able to take a look at Mohamed El Neni and see how he gets on. He's one of the main players for Egypt, and Egypt will be looking to do well minus Mo Salah. Another guy we're going to be able to take a look at today is Gelson Martins. Now, again, another player that's been heavily linked with a move to Arsenal from Sporting Lisbon. Portugal playing against Spain tonight. A real massive game. That's the game that everybody in Russia is looking forward to today. Now, Gelson Martins, is he good enough for Arsenal? I think we'll get a good look at him tonight. Again, though, if he plays well, price starts to rise. Price starts to go up for Gelson Martins. But as I was saying to you, there's a lot of rumours that he might even cancel his contract at Sporting Lisbon after being attacked on the pitch. Attacked at the training ground by some of their fans. So it'd be really interesting to see today how Gelson Martins gets on in his match for Portugal against Spain. So those are the rumours coming out of Russia today. As I said, what a beautiful country. Lots of history here in Volgograd, formerly Stalingrad. And we're going to be keeping you right up to date with everything that's going on in the World Cup. Make sure you keep it locked in here on AFTV. We're going to be doing loads and loads of coverage at the World Cup in 2 bits. One bit, we're based over in the UK. We're doing some stuff at Dirty Harry's and going to various different bars around and getting your opinions and finding out what you think of the World Cup and what you think of certain players that are playing, and asking your opinion on guys like Lucas Torreira and Gelson Martins and that, guys that have been linked with moves to Arsenal. So make sure you get involved with the guys in the UK. And we'll be over here, of course, in Russia. We'll be speaking to fans as well. And we'll be keeping a close eye, as I said, on some of those players as well. So keep it locked here to ArsenalFanTV. It is so hot here at the moment, man. Boy, I am, look at that. I'm sweating. I'm going to get inside into the shade, have a couple of drinks, and then go and head out to watch that game today, Egypt versus Uruguay. Thanks for watching the show today. We will be back tomorrow here with AFTV Transfer Daily.